The chilling story that unfolds today is one of a cunning predator, a master of disguise, who meticulously hid his victims' remains, leaving no trace for the authorities to follow. But even the most brilliant criminals can stumble, and for Henry Landru, this stumble would be a simple paper notebook. Henry Landru's life of crime began during the First World War in France. He realized that the war had left thousands of women widowed, and this sparked a wicked idea in his mind. He decided to lure these vulnerable women, using a clever ruse to bring them into his terrifying home. Landru, a con artist turned killer, began his scheme after his wife left him following multiple arrests for fraud. This led him to place an advertisement in a French newspaper posing as a well-off, 43-year-old man with a villa in Paris, seeking a widow for companionship. Landru knew that his advertisement would bring numerous widows to his door, all left alone due to the tens of thousands of men who had fallen in the Great War. The widows flocked to Landru's villa, each hoping to be chosen as his new companion. Landru used his wit to create a different persona for each widow he met, making it difficult for the authorities to piece together his true identity. Once the unsuspecting widow arrived at Landru's villa in Paris, they would sit and talk. Suddenly, Landru would pounce, killing the woman and dismembering her body before placing it in the furnace of his villa. Their bodies reduced to mere ashes, leaving no physical evidence behind. As the victims' families reported their missing loved ones, the police were baffled. They had no leads, no evidence, and no way to connect the mysterious disappearances. That was until a woman reported her sister missing, last seen entering Landru's home. The police raided Landru's villa but found no evidence of the gruesome crimes he had committed. However, they uncovered a small notebook. This notebook held the key to Landru's downfall, as it contained aliases he used and the names of his victims, including the woman who had recently been reported missing. Landru was arrested and sentenced to death in 1922 for the murder of 11 women and a child who had accompanied his mother. His sentence was carried out by guillotine. During his time in prison, Landru sketched a diagram of his personal furnace, where he had disposed of his victims. He wrote in pencil, "Everyone looks at the wall and says there is nothing, but the truth is, something is burning." Some interpreted this as Landru's cryptic confession to his heinous crimes. In summary, Henry Landru was a cunning and ruthless killer who preyed on vulnerable widows during the First World War. His method of disposing of his victims in his home furnace left no physical evidence, baffling the police. However, his meticulously kept notebook led to his downfall, and he was executed in 1922. His chilling crimes serve as a grim reminder of the depths of human depravity.